Was this worse than that? Statement from the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, says this senseless killing is outrageous and horrifying. 13 correctional officers and a nurse implicated in the incident are facing termination. What the hell do you mean termination? Why aren't they arrested now? It's on video. You know who it is. You've articulated it's 13 of them and a nurse. At the very least, where's the arrest of the officers we saw choking him, lifting him up by the neck, kicking him, hitting him with the shoe, punching him in his midsection and beyond, kicking him in the groin? Where are the arrests? Excuse my language. The f do you mean termination? Where's the arrest? Why are they not in cuffs now? We need their faces. We need to know their names. We need to show the world who they are. They're murderers. They're murderers. The video's right there.
Hello, and welcome back to the channel. This is King Messiah. Today we're covering a tragic and disturbing incident that has shaken the world and has raised some serious concerns how people are treated while incarcerated. This is a story of Robert Brooks, a man who was fatally beaten in a New York jail under shocking circumstances. His death has ignited protests, sparked outrage, and promoted calls for justice. In this video, we'll break down what happened to Robert Brooks and explore the larger issues surrounding his death. But before we begin, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Good afternoon. Today my office is releasing video from the investigation into the death of Mr. Robert Brooks. Mr. Brooks had been incarcerated at Mohawk Correctional Facility and was transferred to Marcy Correctional Facility on December 9th. During the incident, he was handcuffed with his hands behind his back. He was pronounced dead at Wynn Hospital in Utica on December 10th.
Don't skip over the fact that he was brutally beaten before he was pronounced dead. Let's get to it.
Do not take lightly the release of this video, especially in the middle of the holiday season. But as Attorney General, I release these videos because I have a responsibility and duty to provide the Brooks family, their loved ones, and all New Yorkers with transparency and accountability. My deepest condolences go out to Mr. Brooks's family. Under New York law, my office investigates every case in which an officer of the law, including a correctional officer, may have caused the death of a civilian. On December 16th, my office announced that it had opened an investigation into Mr. Brooks's death. As in every case, the attorneys and investigators in my office are conducting an exhaustive review of the facts and the evidence. As Attorney General, you have my word that we will use every possible tool available to us to investigate this death thoroughly and swiftly. As part of the investigation, my office obtained video from body-worn cameras that 4 of the correction officers were wearing at the time of the incident. The 4 officers had...
She acting like it's a mystery. We know what happened. We all see the video, okay? Go ahead and charge them with a murder. This is not a mystery. You don't got to do no intense investigation to see what happened. We got 2 eyes, and we're using our objective reality. Let's get to it.
Their body-worn cameras powered on, but did not activate them. So their cameras were recording video in standby mode without recording sound. My team met with Mr. Brooks's family earlier this week, and they viewed the footage. These videos are shocking and disturbing, and I advise all to take appropriate care before choosing to watch them.
As of today, the Attorney General's office says no charges have been filed. The investigation is ongoing. Matt?
Case have now been named. Governor Hochul previously directed the Corrections Commissioner to begin the termination process of 14 individuals. 14 have either been suspended without pay or resigned at this point. We want to point out the Department of Corrections is bound by the terms of the collective bargaining agreement with state correctional officers and Police Benevolent Association as it relates to any termination of its members.
The governor today demanding answers from the Marcy Correctional Facility by going directly to the prison. She's taken action by naming a new permanent superintendent and bringing in national experts to review patterns and practices.
If you've been arrested or locked up, this type of behavior happens. And in the black community, you know, we are dealt with and faced with this more often than none. This is almost a normalcy. We become desensitized to this type of behavior. And because it was never recorded, body cams were cut off, you know, it almost goes unnoticed. It's brushed under the rug. But this type of situation has been happening in the black community for many, many years. Now, we have to ask ourselves, why haven't any criminal charges been placed upon any of these correctional officers, even the nurse that's in the room? Everyone should have criminal charges placed on them, and the extent of the charges will differ from person to person. Now, if there were 7 black correction officers and a black nurse that all sat around and brutally beat a white handcuffed inmate or prisoner, how would the media respond? It's the same exact evil. Evil is evil. But I want to go ahead and get your take on it. I want you all to leave it in the comment section. Did you watch the full video? Could you stomach it? I couldn't. You know, during the video, there were officers also shoving something down his throat. The video is the evidence, and we don't need to talk about it. There should be a swift criminal charges should be placed on these men swiftly. And if not, we understand that the state of New York is completely racist and evil. With that being said, go ahead and leave it in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Is it pure evil, or were they just doing their job? Peace.